I'm so sorry. You guys are adorable. I hate to do it, but. My name is Reno. I'm 22, and I am a content creator that works in the EDM industry.
My name is Finney. I'm 25 years old, and I work in the music scene as a talent booking assistant as well as a talent manager.
We met on an episode of Swipe or Swap.
I matched on the first person I came across. Veronica is really, really fun. It was a great time.
I originally matched with Will, but then when Finney was on his date with his original match, I stole him. But in those 2 minutes, I did not feel like there was any sort of romantic interest.
When you were asked to do this video, you asked to do it with Finney instead of doing it with Will. Why?
I stole him, only to then leave with Will. But then Finney slid in my DMs and we ended up meeting up and hanging out at EDC the week after we filmed that episode. And now we're here.
I definitely, felt that after that experience that I would want to see her again because it was super fun. I feel like all we stand is getting to know each other. At least for me, I'm the type when it comes to relationships, I want to take it slowly on that emotional level, as I have been hurt pretty bad before, and I'm not trying to, get my hopes up and run into that rodeo again. So I'm pretty cautious in regard to that, but I'm very open.
I'm hoping that talking to Finney may be about some more definitive things, like what he is looking for out of a connection, might bring me some clarity, because I want to continue exploring the connection, and I just want to make sure that we're on the same page.
Oh, what up?
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, let's get our tea on.
Tequila.
Tequila. For two.
For one, it seems.
Well,
We have tea.
tequila.
Would you like to do the honors, perhaps?
Sure.
Thank you.
Am I pouring you one too? Do you want some?
Why not? Just for the vibes.
You can double down.
2 bevies, double fisting. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm like violently shaking as I'm taking a sip.
Here we go. Ladies first.
All right, we got a T for 2 card. Would you change anything about the way you were raised? Why or why not?
No, I don't think so. As much as everybody goes through ups and downs in childhood, I am very proud of the person that I've managed to turn into. And I feel like had I not gone through what I did, both the good and the bad, I would not be who I am today. So I'm very grateful for all of it. I come from a gigantic family. I have 9 grandparents and 3 parents, a stepdad, a dad, and a mom, and all of them feel like full blood to me. I'm one of 5 siblings, and it took time for all of us to get that real cohesive unit, but I'm so blessed to have that in my life, and I feel very grateful that that's the way it is I love getting to call a lot of my family like my very best friends.
That's amazing. I love that. I'm kind of the opposite. For me, chosen family is kind of more where I'm at, so a lot of my friends are like sisters to me. I'm not in contact with some of my family. I live with my dad. I love him so much. I've gone through a lot of hard stuff, but I'm still soft and happy, and yeah, I don't know, rough upbringing, but it was worth it to be here now.
Awesome.
Challenge time. Be honest, on a scale of 1 to 10, how attractive do you find the person sitting across from you? Say with headphones. Dun, dun, dun.
Ah!
Oh, Lord.
Do you have a song, Reno, you want to listen to?
No, fuck me up. I like everything.
Okay, I'm gonna play Odessa.
I love Odessa.
If I had to say a number from 1 to 10, I would give her like an 8. I find her very attractive, and I like her style, and I like her eyes, and I think she's fun to look at, so.
Okay, switch.
Oh, this is so difficult. I would honestly probably go in like the 8 or 9 range for attractiveness. But I think overall, like as a person, there's like other qualities about him that like how he is so driven and hardworking, and he's so kind and positive, and all these things make him like a 10 to me. All right, we got some more tea for 2. When was the last time that you really, in all caps, cried?
I would say a couple months ago. My last relationship ended last August, and it's never easy.
Yeah.
And so then, for sure, and maybe a handful of times after that when dealing with all of that. So that would probably be mine.
I'm sorry that you went through that.
It's okay.
But I mean, hey, it's a good thing to cry, let it out.
Yeah.
Especially like as men, I feel like y'all are not encouraged to do that, but I feel like you should be. Cry, let it out.
Being in touch with your emotions is important.
Yeah, I love crying. I do it so much. But I would say the last time I really cried was probably about a month ago. I'd gone through a pretty big falling out with my best friend, who's like my sister. We didn't talk for like 9 months. I was literally like on the way to LAX, and she texted me being like, I can't live my life without you anymore. I'm sorry, like whatever we have to do to fix things, like can we just put it all behind us? And we FaceTimed and we just looked at each other in silence and we just both started bawling.
Aww.
It was kind of embarrassing though because I was like in a restaurant in LAX, so people were like, is this bitch okay?
Who's this girl in the restaurant crying at the club?
Me crying over my Caesar salad, but it was very precious, and now we're back, so it was a good cry.
Good. We love a positive cry. We love a positive cry. We're doing a challenge card.
Oh God.
Pick a song that reminds you of the other person.
What?
I know. I was like,
Oh no. Oh, actually, Peace, Love, and Loves by LS Dream. Just because I have a really cute video of us at EDC, like kind of dancing and singing to that song.
That's a good one. That is
Yeah.
a good one. That was a fun song. I mean, EDC was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That would be why we are here right now.
Yeah.
All right, let's spill the beans. DMs were slid.
DMs were slid, but you said in the episode we were on that you were going.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, she's going, and I thought she was cute. I'm down to like meet up for a set or something.
Yeah, I will say I didn't expect it to go the way it did at all. And I mean, I told you this like at EDC. I had no clue you were into me in a way that was like any more than friends. Like I totally thought it was friend vibes. So when you pulled up, I was like, what is going on right now? But like, I'm not mad about it, but I was a little confused.
I thought you were really cool and pretty, and you seemed really panicked during our interview afterward. And I was like, I don't know why. I thought it went fine. And so
I was very panicked.
yeah, and so I don't know. I was down to vibe with someone who likes the kind of music that I like, and it was really cool. You were with your crew and I was with mine, and we decided both to run away for a little bit. We ran across a couple sets. To be completely honest with you, I don't remember who we saw.
I don't either because I didn't care.
The music was a vibe, and we had amazing lights, and we got to dance a bunch and get to know each other some, and
We saw the fireworks.
we did see the fireworks,
That was
which were
very fun.
crazy.
So many fireworks.
Yeah, the fireworks show.
I guess you could say sparks were flying.
all over the sky.
Yeah, the electric sky, baby. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
My goodness, tea for 2. Lots of tea to be shared. Alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner. Each share 3 items. So we'll go 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3.
The first, growth mindset. And I love that you have this balance where you're not super like grind set, I gotta be hustling all the time and like sacrificing everything. Like you're very grounded in gratitude, but you still like want better for yourself, which is amazing.
Thank you. That is something I recently changed my mind on too recently. I was a little too monk mode not too long ago. One thing I really consider positive about you is your confidence in yourself and how you're very like, I don't care what other people think, I love me. And I think that's an amazing thing. I'd argue most people lack that. And how are you ever going to be able to love another if you don't love yourself?
Period. That's so real. Okay, number 2. You're very multifaceted. Like, I think I have you figured out. And then you say something out of left field and I'm like, whoa, what the heck? And I love figuring you out and like learning more about you. It keeps me very on my toes and very interested.
Thank you. It's a wild card. Cool. One thing I find positive about you is you really seem to not be afraid to meet anybody, in my opinion, especially with like being at EDC, and you are very easy to connect with others. And I find that very awesome, as I'm a very social person too. And obviously you still do your own thing, but like you're also not opposed if someone's giving you that kind of attention, you know, and I think
Right.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, number 3. You're just like, not to say the word on the card, but you are very positive. And you're positive in an infectious way. Like literally earlier you had made some comment about positive affirmations only when someone said something negative about themselves. And I admire that energy because like it's easier to be negative sometimes. So it's a very admirable quality.
I appreciate that. I would say for you, your deep honesty, that from what I've experienced so far, at least you have not been afraid to, you know, reveal a lot of yourself. I think that's awesome, as it takes a lot of people a long time to build trust, but I'm also someone who believes in just being straight up. I wish the world would be that way. And the fact that
Same.
you are that way, that's setting a great example.
Well, thank you.
These chairs are squeaky.
All right, we got some more tea for 2. What is the greatest accomplishment of your life?
Well, professionally, I would say that I spent 2 years trying to like run my own management firm in the music rave space, and one of my clients we managed to pull off, even though we're, you know, underground people, we managed to pull off a headlining tour in 2 countries and 7 cities, which was incredible. And real fans show up for, you know, this guy that not many people know about, and seeing how decisions I made got to benefit other people's lives and careers, like it was just such a fulfilling moment for me.
That's amazing. For me, it sounds so corny, but like the greatest accomplishment of my life is probably like choosing to stay alive. I had like a moment back in 2021 where I kind of had this moment where I was like, well, I can choose to give up or I can choose to not. And I actually like willingly admitted myself, and I went through treatment for like a couple months, and it was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And when I left, I shaved my head, and I was like, new beginnings. And it is something that forever altered the trajectory of my life, and I'm so glad I did it because I hated being alive before I did that. And now it's like every single day is a celebration of being alive, and I have such a different like viewpoint, perspective on life, I guess, and I met so many amazing people that really showed me like life is worth living. So probably just like being alive.
Wow.
That's the accomplishment.
Well, I'm incredibly sorry you went through the tough stuff, but I'm also happy that it led you to living the way that you do now.
No, like I said, I'm grateful that I did because I think a large part of my like, social media platform has been being really open and honest about that, and just being able to meet people like at raves. They'll come up to me and they'll say either like, you know, like your videos got me through a really dark time, or I started raving because of your videos and it like saved my life. I would go through all of the terrible things I went through 5 times over if it meant helping people save themselves. I love being able to do that for people.
That's super, super special. Awesome. Well, great. Let's,
Wait, whose is it? The way I don't keep track of this.
you were first, so 1, 2,
Oh, no, it's
3.
you.
Yeah. All right, we're about to spill the tea. Sorry, that was stupid. Watch and react to the following clips from your original video together. Wow, we still haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Here comes Reno's panic moment.
Yeah, I'm panicking.
I'm a huge foodie. Like
Same.
I seek out all
Same.
the best stuff.
Yeah, I like grew up that way, and like I wouldn't change it for the world. It's the best.
God, one of my wings are appearing.
If
Oh no.
you guys are adorable, I hate to do it, but so you said you work in the rave scene. I work in the rave scene. No way. What's your favorite genre of EDM?
I just felt like you said you worked in the rave scene, and obviously so do I, so I just couldn't not do it.
Ravers love to connect with each other.
We do.
As I said, like coming in just with this YOLO mentality, and I heard the other guy talking about raves. I love raves. So I was like, maybe we have something in common. And he was great, like as maybe a friend, but I didn't really feel like there was any sort of potential connection there.
And then she
Y'all are doing me so dirty right now.
Oh, they
Look at those locks.
Like a leaf.
This is so awkward to watch.
Why? He's a super nice
No,
guy.
the silence is just killing me.
nervous that she also had a better connection with the first guy, but I felt that the conversation we had was good. We had good common activities and we enjoyed each other.
It's kind of funny that I said what I said about you, how I was like, oh, it's more friend vibes, but I don't really feel a romantic connection. And I feel like things for me have kind of almost like flip-flopped. I also think I made an assumption that I probably just wasn't your type, which was like a learning experience for me to like not do that.
Well, I wouldn't say I have a type, so
Fair.
I'm very into, open-minded to everyone. If they're awesome, they're awesome. So you were very high energy. I could tell you were nervous, which was cute but funny.
Can you tell I'm nervous right now?
I mean, I've also been nervous this whole time. We're figuring it out. We're doing great.
Together.
Welcome back. Fancy seeing you again.
It must be so intense having to just wait.
How are you?
Good.
It was horrible.
You're standing so far away.
We're stoked. We're very stoked.
We're so excited.
Seeing Finney and his match, I feel conflicted. There was 2 seconds where I was being a little judgmental, and I was like, they're not a good match. And then
We can tear up the town.
We love tearing up the town.
they kind of started riffing off each other, and I was like, maybe they actually get along better than me and Finney do. To be battling those demons and just having these like really deep questions was kind of a lot, but I think it went well.
It's hard to be on a date with someone and talk about somebody else. I don't know, it was a new experience, and I liked that Reno was totally open and was cool with me being open, from what it seemed at least. If anything, it made me appreciate how Reno thinks more. Cool.
I'll take it.
I'm a rotational dater, definitely, until like I'm in a relationship. So like
I feel that.
I don't mind if like someone's also seeing other people, as long as it's like obviously being communicated and everyone's just being honest and on the same page. So,
Yeah, I'm a big believer in, to sum up what you said, like when you're single, be single, and when you're taken, be taken. I do believe when you're taken, like be loyal, like be really, really on it. But before that point, like who am I to tell you to control anything that you
Right.
do? Like I feel like that would be wrong of me.
yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
And also, she was so cute. I honestly loved watching that. I apologized profusely to her after the whole steal thing, and she was so sweet about it.
Yeah, she's
Now I
just-
feel worse because you're so sweet. But no, she was like a ray of sunshine. So that was adorable to watch, honestly.
Yeah, and your guy was super nice too. I got to
Yeah.
chat with him a lot backstage, and he was just really chill.
Have you seen each other's matches since?
I have not. I will admit that I've spoken to her.
I actually saw Will last night. And we went roller skating and then went out to eat. It was really fun. But I don't know if I feel a romantic connection there.
Exploring. Do what
vibe.
feels right, as we're all brand new to each other. Yeah, do your thing.
That response is a green flag, though, I will say. Like, I love that.
Same. I love that we can both be like-minded in that and not feel weird about it.
Yay!
Oh, there's one more tea.
One more.
One more.
Tea for two. Y'all are insane for this. Take a deep breath and look into your partner's eyes for 4 minutes in silence.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Like the card said, you're going to stare into each other's eyes for those 4 minutes. And then after the time is up, you both won't say a word, and I'll have you both stand up and go back to your separate rooms.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
What
okay.
an intense way to leave.
That is crazy.
Your time
Okay.
starts now.
At first, I was like, oh my God, 4 minutes. that's a long time to just look at someone you don't really know straight into their soul.
There were moments where a wave of stress would come over me, and Finney would breathe very deeply. And I almost like got in sync with his breathing, and it like brought me back to center. It was very meditative in a weird way.
I was definitely nervous in the beginning because I was sitting there like, oh my God. I knew we were walking into deep questions and that I'd be learning a lot. And I was like, what if I hear something I really don't like? And instead, I just kept an open mind. I think Reno did too. And it was cool getting to know someone like that, as these are questions that I would want to ask and maybe would not always think of, and having Tifa to help guide that process gave me an opportunity to get to know her on a deeper level, which I appreciate.
I don't know if that provided me with the clarity I was seeking. I think I'm gonna need to sit with it for a little bit before I really know how I'm feeling, because I feel a bajillion things right now.
You now have to make a choice. You have the choice to go back in if you feel like you've made a connection, or you can leave right now if you don't feel like there's a true romantic connection you want to further explore. If you do choose to leave, you'll be given the opportunity to write a note for the other person. So, what are you going to do?
Interesting.
I definitely appreciated getting to know Reno through this experience and to in turn have her get to know me more. I take a long time to feel like real emotional connection to someone. And as much as I would see her again in general, I wouldn't want to set that up with the pretense that it would mean romantic. If she is feeling more of a romantic connection, the last thing I would want to do is lead her astray. I feel like that would be wrong. Like I feel more neutral, and I think that means probably shouldn't stay.
Not what I expected. But I'm not mad about it, because this makes my dilemma a lot easier. Like, there's my answer, so. It seems like every time I don't go with my gut and I don't like follow my intuition, it does bite me in the ass a little bit. And I feel like this is kind of one of those moments where like I, at first was like, I don't feel like a romantic anything with Finney. Maybe I do with Will. And then I flip-flopped, and then I started questioning myself, and I probably was just right in the beginning. I would just want someone who wants to like stick around, because I have a lot of love and like I want to give it to someone. But clearly he wasn't the person to give it to, and that's fine. Like, again, I'm happy that it ended now rather than me putting my whole heart into something and then him being like, I don't like you, so whatever. It's okay. It'd be like that. Life goes on.